Varsity Mentor, founded by Obinna Anya, continues its giant strides towards making Africa a global leader in the science and technology sector, especially in this era of artificial intelligence, with the successful conclusion of the 2026 Varsity Mentor Generative AI in Computer Science Education Summit in Lagos. Obinna Anya wants African countries to refuse the backseat in the AI revolution.
As Africans, we cannot just sit by and watch it. We need to evaluate how and what we teach our students to prepare them for the 21st century, because that is what AI means. So a key takeaway is for university faculties to go back to our classrooms to begin to reimagine what we teach and how we teach computer science. We may not be able to change the entire curriculum, but we need to start having that conversation, and we need to teach in such a way that we are actually preparing our next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs.
Resource persons from different backgrounds suggested that generative artificial intelligence should be integrated into university computer science curricula.
So the problem is not a crisis of laziness as we may perceive it to be. I think it's a crisis of curriculum. And so it's really about how we can help lecturers and professors think about this differently so that Africa can play the role that I think it is poised, to play in the global ecosystem for AI and technology advancement. I mean, we're a large youth population, so we must acknowledge that there are challenges, but we must also acknowledge that challenges some of the time are stepping stones and opportunities for a greater future.
If you are doing things that are repetitive, then AI is very good for that. And like I said in my talk, the Western world have embraced it. They are changing their workforce, where they're teaching people who work in the traditional environment to actually embrace AI and use it in their day-to-day operations so that they can be more productive. And so if we don't do that, as Africans, we'll be left behind.
Stakeholders, including educators, innovators, and technology leaders across Africa, call for urgent action by key players for Africa to be relevant in this generation in order to avoid slavery in the world of technology.
Now we are in the era of AI. Are we also going to be dumping grants also? So that is also another thing that is also bothering me that I'm thinking about. That means if we don't want what has happened to us previously in the different technological era to happen in this AI, we have to be actively involved so that we don't become a dumping ground again. We have to come up with indigenous solutions, with indigenous system.
This one will help me to be able to better my curriculum, teach my students to better understand the responsible use of AI. So I think it's going to benefit not only the student, but as faculty, we're also going to stand a great chance of benefiting.
Are working on old curriculum, so we need to revise our curriculum by how we are going to revise our curriculum to that of using how to use AI in our curriculum.
Alumni of Varsity Mentor described the initiative as a blessing to African countries.
Last year we went to Kenya where we were educated on artificial intelligence, how to build systems, how to build things with artificial intelligence, how to maximize it even in our day-to-day life. And even from this conference, we learned that, AI is something to embrace even in our educational systems, rather than see it as a cost, see it as a blessing.
So one of the benefits, or say the take-homes, we are that we are shown how to use AI to assist us in whatever product we are building, and whatever we want to innovate, how we can integrate AI into that and get result out of it.
AI is here to stay, firstly, and we don't have any option other than to adopt it and have it contextualized to Africa itself. And that is also part of why we are here, for us to understand this and for us to be able to create solutions that will solve our local problems.
Participants at the summit agreed that Africa's response to AI will shape its socio-economic future while collaboration among stakeholders will make Africa move from catching up to the position of leadership in the age of artificial intelligence. In Lagos, Olumide Eguntola, NT News.